Well, I'm sure you guys heard of Lena. I interviewed some of you. I've been overseeing the 50th anniversary celebration and the stipends program sort of fundraising and development since the end of freshman year. And I'm a senior political science major this year.
Hi, I'm Krista. I interviewed some of you. I'm the one who answered most of your emails. I worked on the stipends program since freshman year. We launched it last year. I'm the one who created all the criteria for evaluating your applications, and I'm also the one who put together the application. So I am a junior majoring in political science, and I'm so happy that we have our second cohort of stipends recipients. Last year we had 11. Everyone really enjoyed their experience, so we're hoping that you guys will also enjoy your experience this year. So we would actually like to go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves, your name, major, and the organization that you'll be working in, so that we know each other. We'll have another event where everyone gets together. We'll also invite the past stipend recipients so that you guys get some tips from them about finding housing and working and things like that.
And say something as well about what maybe the idea you have of what you're going to be doing at your internship. But we hope that to have a more sort of social thing, and we want part of this to be everyone to build, get to know everyone else in the cohort and build a network that way. So yeah, we're all really awesome.
So why don't you start?
Sure. I'm Alex. I'm a junior human biology major. I'm interested in international development, and this summer I'm going to be working with USAID in Ethiopia on a community development and education project.
Hi, my name is Darren. I'm a freshman and I'm majoring in chemical engineering. I'm really interested in clean energy technologies, so I'll be interning at the Department of Energy, the Geothermal Technologies Office this summer. So yeah.
I'm Sarah. I'm a junior in the philosophy department. I'm interested in sort of the intersection between culture and politics, and working with this nonprofit called Transparent Fish that's based in the U.S. and they work with NGOs in China to bring financial accountability and transparency.
I'm Lily. I'm a sophomore, health bio major, and I'm really interested in reproductive health. And so I'm going to be working in Uganda this summer with an organization called Safe Mothers, Safe Babies, looking at the impact Uganda's had some change in their reproductive health care policy. So.
I'm Zach. I'm a sophomore. I'm a computer science major. I'll be working at the National Democratic Institute in Washington, D.C. this summer, working on democracy promotion with technology and cell phones and everything. So.
Sorry, what was your name?
Oh, I'm Lily.
Lily.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a freshman. I am undeclared. This summer I'm working with an organization that works in Ghana in orphanages, and I'm really interested in health policy and also in child policy.
I'm Ivan. I'm a sophomore, American Studies major. I'm interested in healthcare and learning about the healthcare system, and I'm going to be interning at the office of my congressman in DC, so hopefully to get some policy background.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I'm a co-term student. I studied MS&E and I'm studying right now Energy Resources Engineering. This summer I'll be working with the Hawaii State Energy Office on EV and energy policy.
I'm Kat. I'm a freshman. I am thinking environmental engineering, undeclared, and I'm going to be working at the Office of Environmental Policy and Compliance.
Hey everyone, I'm Logan. I'm a sophomore, undeclared, but I'm planning on majoring in international relations. I'm interested in economic development and poverty alleviation, and this summer I'll be working in the State Department in the Bureau of Human Rights, Democracy, and Labor.
Yay! Yay! So you know everyone. So I guess we can start giving you some actual practical information that you need for the summer. So before you go off to your internship sites for the summer, you have to turn in all your documents. We just made some clarifications for the documents. If you have any additional questions, especially regarding the MOUs, I know the MOU document can be a really annoying process because sometimes the organization is really slow at like getting back to you. So please let us know so that we know that you're like in the process of getting it. And this is quite important. So we will give you a contact list for all the previous stipend recipients so that you guys can have a chance to like just meet them up, get coffee. You guys can also ask us out for coffee, yes, and it'll be reimbursed by SIG. So if you just have any questions or you want to talk about something, then go ahead and email us. So you will hear from us for the contact list. And this is another important thing. You have to meet with your faculty mentor. So have you guys heard about the learning plan? You guys received an email about that, right? So the learning plan is basically to allow you guys to basically set a plan of what exactly you will be looking for in your internship. So we will provide you an example of a learning plan so you guys know how to draft one. So once you have that, we want you to go meet your faculty mentor, the one that you wrote in your application, to just discuss, get some feedback about your learning plan, make some changes if necessary, so that you kind of have a very good idea of what you want to get out of your internship experience. Because sometimes I actually was a fellow my freshman year, and before I went to my internship site, I had certain like expectations, but then when I was at the internship site, I realized that it's very different sometimes from what you expect to do. And like organizations, they might have some new project that just came up and you might have to like adjust your plan accordingly. Sometimes they're really busy, so you really have to take the initiative to ask them like, can I join this project? Can I do this research? Because they won't be really like holding your hand and guiding you through the process. That's why we want you to think about the learning plan and like have some goals that you want to accomplish by the end of the summer. And lastly, you guys all signed up. You guys should meet with Megan. You will meet with Megan and she will tell you the amount of funding that you'll be receiving. That's decided based on your financial aid status by the FAA office. So we are really not in charge of like deciding the funding. So if you have any like issues, please talk to her or Jeff. They'll help you if you have any like issues with the funding. So that's for that. Now housing and transportation. So we can't find housing for you, but you guys can always ask us for tips, especially you guys who are going to DC. We have a lot of people in the fellowships group that are going to DC. So if you want to like find roommates, if you are thinking of maybe staying at the Stanford House in DC, you can always ask us and we'll try to like link you guys to the people who are going to DC. You could also contact the previous stipend recipients if you're going to the same area. Like Hannah, you might contact Stefan, who did the same internship, so that'll be really helpful. But again, we can't really find a house for you. Just a tip for housing, as a fellow, I found housing through the internet. And then I thought it was a really nice house, and then I got there and realized it wasn't. So things like that can happen, and it's really hard to find housing in a country that maybe you've never been before. So please make sure that you are like safe, you know where you're going, and etc. Visas. We actually had people who had to leave because they basically had some problem with their visa, and they were kicked out of the country of their internship, and that like had a huge like lawsuit follow after against SIG and like all these things. So we will tell you that you guys need to sort out your visa issues if you're going to a country that you would need a visa. Most countries you can probably just go if you're staying there for less than 90 days without a visa, but it could depend. So please make sure that you check everything. Yeah, so just budget, keeping track. We're not asking you for any receipts. You don't have to write like all the things that you're spending your money with. You're just going to receive a check. with the amount, like the full amount, and then you can just do actually whatever you want with it. We're not going to check it, but we're not going to give you like any additional funding if you ask like, oh, I used all my stipend money. Well, too bad. You have to figure it out. So please make sure that you have a good idea of your budget. Yeah. And you guys know about the final report and the midterm reports that Felicity just talked about. So you'll be getting emails, so you would need to input all these things. So it's basically a Google Doc sheet where you just like input your name and then like some comments about the internship, some difficulties that you're facing. It's really quick. It's probably take you like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So you'll do that once during like in the middle of the internship around July, one at the end of the internship around August. So after your summer is over, we would like to have you guys participate in promotional events for the stipends. So we will have several events where we like do info sessions for people who are interested in doing the stipend program next year. So you guys can just come and like talk, tell them what your experience was, answer questions and things like that. So that will so you would have to participate in at least one of these events next year, either in fall quarter or winter quarter. So you guys can just decide to participate in one, and we'll let you know about the specifics next year when we actually have them. And then spring quarter, so in May, beginning of May, we'll notify you again, but we'll have like a social event where everyone's invited with a past stipend recipient so that people know each other. We actually had this last year, and all of the stipends people told me that this was the event was most useful to them because they could actually meet other people and share information. So we're going to have to do that. So next year, when you guys finish your internship, you might be invited as the past fellow to participate in this social event. Also, Megan in during the summer will contact you about meeting an alumni. So this is really cool. So they have a list of Stanford alumni who participated in SIG or fellowships or whatever, who are in the city that you're interning in, and they'll make sure that you have a chance to contact them and have lunch. So when I was in Taipei, they couldn't really find anyone at that time. So I moved to Seoul after my internship, and they found someone in Seoul, and I met this guy who's an anchor in like the TV station. It was really cool. So you guys will get to meet cool alumni. So please make sure that you answer Megan's email, and then you'll get to meet cool people. So deadline, we are planning to we're planning to check if you met your faculty advisors by May 1st, but we will notify you if anything changes. Your funds could be revoked if any of these like obligations, for example, participating in a promotional event after your summer, turning in your stewardship letters, and completing the final and midterm reports. So please do so. If you have any like problems, if you can't access the internet, sometimes that happens if you're like in a really rural area, let us know beforehand, and then so that we can take care of it, and you guys don't have to go through any like trouble. International people, a lot of you are going abroad. So I sent you guys an email about signing up for this international workshop. So make sure you go to that. Did you guys? Yeah.
I know that I'm out of town that day.
Okay. I'll email you separately then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
So.
Or can you email the stipends address and say that?
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions? We're done with.
I have one question
Yeah.
on MOU.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit confused. Where'd it go? There were two parts where you sign, or you write the name, sign. So